As manager of the Metro Court, I'm going to need you to authenticate that this originated from there.
Objection, Your Honor. What is the prosecution referring to?
Security footage that provides frame-by-frame account of the night that A.J. Quartermain murdered Connie Falconer.
Objection, Your Honor. The defense was never made aware of the existence of this footage.
If it pleases Your Honor, here's the footage. Now you're aware of it.
Your Honor!
Let's see where this goes, Miss Miller. The minutes we waste today may save us hours in the days to come. Mr. District Attorney, make this worth the court's while.
Yes, I will, Your Honor. Can you confirm that this is the security footage from August 23rd, 2013?
It looks like it to me.
And it will look like it to the jury as well.
Objection! The counsel is testifying.
Your Honor, this will bring this trial to a speedy end. Justice will be served and the victim's loved ones will be at ease.
Move to strike.
Mr. Baldwin, the District Attorney's comment will be stricken from the record.
I apologize for my passion.
Let it happen again, and it'll be a contempt charge.
Understood. Well, let's go to the videotape.
Your Honor, you cannot admit a piece of evidence that was held back in discovery.
My office just came into possession of this footage.
Well, how fortuitous for you. Especially since my team requested copies of the Metro Court footage of the night in question months ago, and we were told by the management that that footage had been lost. So, of course, that begs the question...
My staff was a little more persistent. I went back to the good people at the Metro Court, had them take another look.
Yes, and miraculously the tape showed up.
Ms. Falconeri, why was the defense not granted access to the security footage while the prosecution was?
There was a small flood in our security office the night of Connie's murder. A number of our records were either lost or misplaced in the cleanup, including those.
There you have it.
Your Honor, I hope you find the prosecution's assertion just as flimsy as I do. That you do not allow this into evidence.
A woman's dead, okay? Why can't, if you got evidence that proves who did it, why can't you use it?
Order. Mr. Corinthos, I respect your bereavement, but you must sit down.
Mr. Corinthos is right. For the sake of justice, the jury should see the security footage to show what happened the night of Connie Falconeri's murder. To show that the defendant is a cold-blooded murderer.
I'm going to dismiss the jury while we view the recordings. We'll see what they contain without contaminating the jury. After which, I'll rule on the admissibility.
Your Honor, now it's my turn to object.
Overruled.
You haven't heard my grounds.
You don't have any. Miss Miller, how about you? Any objections?
None whatsoever, Your Honor. In fact, this will be quite a time saver for the defense.
Thank you. Now, bailiff.
Are you sure you want to stay here for this?
Yeah, no, I have to be here. For both my fathers.
Okay. You be here for your fathers, and I'll be here for you.
Mr. District Attorney, it's your show.
Do you want to get out of here?
Why would I want to do that?
Because we don't know what's on that tape. Sonny, what if it's Connie? We don't know that it's not her getting murdered.
You want to go? Because if you want to go ahead. Because I'm going to stay here. Something I need to do for Connie.
I don't think Connie would want you watching her in a snuff film.
It's not about, it's more than that. I just feel that Connie's not going to be at rest until I know what happened. Until that son of a bitch is locked away for life.
You need to do exactly as I say. When the jury comes back, they're going to gauge the room's mood. They're going to be looking for clues from you as to your guilt or innocence. So you need to just keep it together no matter what's on these tapes.
Okay. We're ready, Your Honor.
This is it. Are you sure you're ready?
Yeah, you.
I'm not going anywhere.
All right, Mr. Baldwin, press play.
With pleasure. Please note, date and time stamp, August 23rd, 2013, the night of the murder. You can clearly see the defendant in the mishap.
Objection, Your Honor. It is in no way clear that the man on the screen is my client. Are we supposed to take the DA's word for it? This could be anyone who simply bears a passing resemblance to my client who was just wandering through.
Your Honor, the people have a signed affidavit from an expert in facial recognition software who has matched the man on the videotape with the defendant. We also have a statement from the bellhop who picked the defendant out of a lineup, who will testify for the prosecution.
Overruled. D. Baldwin, please proceed.
Your Honor, that is the defendant on his way to commit an execution.
Your Honor, if the district attorney wants to persecute my client, then let him issue a citation for public drunkenness. To classify this as evidence is malicious prosecution. Any conviction influenced by this footage is a gross miscarriage of justice.
Your Honor, I think the next tape speaks for itself. Not only did the defendant have the opportunity to murder, but he also had the means.
I'll allow it.
You'll note that the defendant selected the third floor where the Crimson offices are, where the victim worked, and where Sonny Corinthos would find that victim bleeding to death. There you have it, the defendant with weapon, motive, opportunity at the scene of the crime. Your Honor, I give you Connie Falconeri's murderer.
Oh my God. I really did it. I killed Connie.
It seems to me.
As requested, the defense has seen the footage. Now it is time for the jury to see the footage, to see the defendant wielding the murder weapon, exiting onto the floor where the victim moments later was killed.
Miss Miller?
That's fine, Your Honor.
It is? Did she just say it?
Let her finish. She has you working some kind of an
The
angle.
defense has absolutely no objection to the jury seeing this footage,
Good. Bring in the jury.
provided we see the rest of the footage.
What are you doing?
My job. Thank you very much. Now pipe down, Mother. D.A. Baldwin, the rest of the footage, please.
The rest of what footage?
The footage which shows my client disembarking from the elevator. I mean, that must be even more damning. Certainly it shows my client shooting Connie Falconeri in cold blood.
What the hell is she doing?
It's okay. It's okay.
Is it?
Yeah, she's got this.
I'd like to see the rest of this footage too, Mr. Baldwin. Do you have any idea where it is?
It's gone, Your Honor.
Gone where?
Well, I'm going to have to refer to Olivia Falconeri's testimony about the flood, that everything after what we saw was either lost or destroyed in that flood.
Does the district attorney mean to say that there is no evidence of my client actually entering the Crimson offices? No footage of him killing the deceased? No indication of how he might have exited the hotel?
Your Honor, the jury needs to see this footage.
This footage, which is incomplete and dangerously prejudicial, while the footage which might exonerate my innocent client has somehow gone missing? I think not, Your Honor. The jury cannot be allowed to see these tapes, and I move that you bar them from this trial.
Carlos.
While the content of the tapes is intriguing, As evidence, the footage is incomplete and prejudicial. Showing it to the jury would taint the trial and any verdict that results. As such, the defense counsel's motion is sustained and the recordings are barred from the trial. This court is in recess until tomorrow morning.
All rise.
Congratulations, and nice work, Diane.
The jury is never going to see the tapes?
Yeah, but I have. And now I know.
Now you know what?
I did it. I killed Connie.
Wait a second. Do you remember killing Connie?
No, but what other explanation is there?
Don't assume the worst. Until and unless those tapes are found, no one really knows what happened.
On the next General Hospital.
Nothing is gonna stop me from marrying you.
I need you down here stat. We have a code blue.
I still can't find my mother.
The only chance we have is if we work together.
Woman is alive.
I saw her. Maybe you have become more trouble than you were.